Hi. Thank you for joining the call this Friday.
No problem.
Okay. I can explain you.
Sorry to interrupt, Ramu. Ramu, we are not able to see your video.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Thanks for the wish. You can continue.
All right. Are you going, Tushar? You're still here. You'll be.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of time to get that popped up. So I'm just waiting for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can continue. No worries.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Ram, I'll start with my introduction.
Okay.
And then we'll move towards your introduction, and then we'll have a few technical questions. And
Okay.
then after that, we'll move towards a small coding test.
Okay.
Yeah. So, myself, Prathamesh, I've been working with Elime for almost 4.5 years now. I've been working on the same product, Encompass product and pricing. And I've worked on multiple parts of it, including front end, back end, infrastructure, and all that stuff. So now let's start with your quick introduction, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah. I have 9.8 years of experience in .NET technologies. My career was started as ASP.NET, and after that I was moved to MVC, and presently working as ASP.NET Core. Are you getting any background noise? Is that fine? Like we are staying in rented house.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Sorry for if we have any inconvenience. Yeah. Coming to I have worked with presently working with the core with the microservices in the current project, and I have exposure on Azure different services which has been used in my project. I have exposure on SQL Server as well in the different version and MongoDB. I have like less exposure on compared to the client side like HTML, CSS, Angular 6.0. I can give the rating 70% of the backend services and 30% of the front end services which has been worked. Currently, I'm working as a team lead in Compliant Solutions India Private Limited, and I have done with my MCA from Acharya Nagarjuna University.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, so let's move towards few technical questions.
Okay.
So can you tell me a difference between a hash set and a list?
Yeah, hash set is generics. List is the collection. List will allow only the similar type. Hash will allow the different types in terms of the key and value. And the hash we can do that in terms of typecasting. List is it is not needed for typecasting. It's comparing as it's a type of performance kind. If you want to go with the performance while we are in the hash.
Yeah, so I'm not asking you specifically in C# context. So as a concept, what is a hash set and what is a list?
List is
so how? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the list is usually to save in terms of the data in the indexing way. It has to be saved in terms of index, and it has to be saved in terms of the values. It has to be similar kind of values we can store in the list, but hash set we can go with the in terms of the objects with the similar types or different types. We can achieve it.
Okay, so in case if you have a hash set, how is it different with regards to storing an object in a hash set versus storing an object in a list?
List is a kind of both it can both the things it can save in terms of value types as well as reference type. The list can say the index the stack in the stack will save the pointer of the if we save the data in a list, we have a stack, and we have the address will save in the stack, and the original value will be saved in the heap.
Not in terms of that. So how does you take an object, for example, how does it get stored in a list?
Okay.
What happens under hash set? So what happens under the hood when you are storing an object in a hash set, and what is the advantage of storing an object in a hash set versus a list?
Yeah, a hash set I haven't used in my project, and I have used the IEnumerable, iQueryable, list, and dictionary. And the hash table we have used, and hash set I did not get a chance. But hash set, if you want to say,
okay, in a hash table, what do you do? So it's the same question.
Yeah.
So what happens in the hash table?
Yeah, hash table it will allows the different kind of the values in terms of keys have the different keys it will allow in terms of the value, in terms of the reference, in terms of the list of the objects as a key, and we can able to save in terms of the values the respective. It's a generic.
Okay, so if you are storing an key value in a hash table, what happens? And what is the advantage of putting it that way?
Yeah, advantage is putting into the hash table. If you go with the hash table, we can allow to different kind of the data types. Different types of the data can be saved into the hash table. It's not a kind of similar type. It can have the different types. Whenever we don't know that what is exactly specific types, we can go with the hash table.
So how could you store an objects which are not of same type, same type in a hash table? How is that possible? So what if you have your key of a different types, how is that possible?
Can you explain your question once?
Yeah, so you said that you are going to put multiple objects into a hash table. So from what I understand, you mean that you could have a different keys. Different keys meaning they are not of same type. You could have a key of string, you could have a key of int. Is that what you mean?
You mean to say hash table, right? Hash table, the
yes. Yes, hash table.
Yeah, keys in terms of we can give the one integer, we can give that in terms of the class employee, we can give the list of employees. Based on while we are getting, we need to do the typecasting. Typecasting will getting into the performance implication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you are putting it into the table, so for example, you have an object employee, and you are putting that with an employee ID as a key and value as that object itself. So what happens when you are trying to put inside the hash table? I want to understand the underneath algorithm, how it works.
Okay, underneath algorithm. Okay, I believe it will use that the root node. From that root node, it will try to identify whether it is what type of the keys are available. It will try to create the leaf nodes of the reference, whatever the objects or whatever the value types is. It is having the keys. Like if I have the root node, if you have the like integer objects or list of object, it will create a 3 leaf nodes. One is for integer, one is for the object, one is for the list, and here it will save in terms of the stack in terms of it will save as a key and value. Key will be saved as a stack memory, and value will be saved as in terms of a heap. Whenever we are getting the type, it will try to get that the root node to the types, and type to the hash table. It is trying to get that value.
So in a hash table, you maintain a tree. Is that what you mean?
Internally, it has to maintain it.
Are you sure it will maintain a tree or a hash table?
Sorry, it is in a hash table. The key and values. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it is in in the hash table. It has to save as a hash table, key and values. Yeah.
Okay, so how does that hash table work?
Hash table work, and it will save in terms of the key and value. Has, like, let's say one of the hash table in the database. Giving an example, the table is having the key and value. The key will be saved in under the key
Okay,
column.
so is this in a database?
No. I am saying an example of hash table. It will be saved in terms of in memory. It is a key and values. Key will be saved as whatever the keys we have given the hash table key, and the value will be saved as a reference number.
Okay, so key, how does it get saved into this table? So I have, suppose for example, my employee ID is 10. So how is the internal data structure of hash table arranged? And so I want you to explain. You got this object with key as 10 and employee. You want to put it into the hash table. What happens? How does it go into the hash table?
Yeah, the key. If we have the key, right? Key is in terms of integer or in terms of the list, right? It will save as a the key value. It will save as the what is the reference variable for a particular value. It is trying to point to the heap whenever we are getting that key from the table in terms of in terms of the memory. It is trying to get that object.
Okay, all right. Let's move to the next question. Given an English dictionary of words, which data structure would you use to store these words so that it can be prefix searched efficiently? So prefix search meaning you go to Amazon or Flipkart in India. You type a particular, start typing characters. You get a refined list of 10 items, which typically start with what you have typed. For example, you type AP, it might give you all the list of items in Flipkart or Amazon. We start with AP, for example, Apple or Apple phone, something like that. And as and when you start adding more characters, it will dynamically recreate the list again for each and every character. So your task is to create a somewhat that kind of a system, but just for English dictionary. So English dictionary has around 1 million words, and that's your task, so that you could efficiently query some of your system and get the results. So how would you design this kind of system?
You mean to say using the collection we have to design?
Okay, so if you start with the collection, can you explain how will you store all these words? How will you access it? What will be the time and space complexity?
Can you elaborate the question again? Possible?
Yeah. So you are given an English dictionary of words. Which data structure would you use, or how would you design the system to store the words so that it can be prefix searched efficiently?
Okay. I will go with the dictionary here. Dictionary of the string type, and I will try to use the dictionary, and whatever the values are, we have to save into the dictionary, and we will fetch the value from the dictionary itself. The dictionary is the key, the word, and we will fetch the data.
Okay. So do you think this will work? Because, for example, you are typing A. Okay. When you type A, you need an output of 10 items or words which are starting with A. But most probably you won't have anything. You will have A, but not the entire 10 list. So what you will do in your case is you will go and search for A in the dictionary. But we don't want that. We want 10 words starting with A.
Okay.
will your approach work in this case?
No, that approach, that case, the dictionary will not work.
So how could you accommodate that?
Yeah, we can. I can go with the list here.
So how will you do it with the list?
We can save the values in terms of the the list of values, whatever the values like apple, apple, elephant, like apple, and whatever the names which are
You
under.
will save words in the list.
Mm-hmm.
You will save the words in the list. Like same question again comes, right?
Mm-hmm.
How will you search it? Prefix search it.
We have a let's say the example here, I have an apple, I have whatever the words is there in the dictionary, we have to save, right? We have to save somewhere. How to save the values into the dictionary or whatever the collection, that is our question, right? Here
The question is to design an efficient system. So
Mhm.
this could be one single system
Mhm.
which needs to have a really low latency.
Okay,
Because
low.
if you go to Flipkart, you type A, you get immediately the filtered list.
Mhm.
So that's the question.
Okay.
So
I think we in the cloud we have that Elasticsearch, right? That might be suitable here, I believe.
So how does that Elasticsearch work? How
No,
will you use that in this context?
no. I am thinking that will be supporting because I haven't used that one.
So does okay, so are you familiar with Elasticsearch or you are just proposing?
I'm just proposing. I haven't used that one, and I have seen while we are having the searching mechanism, the Elasticsearch will be most clear and faster.
But Elasticsearch, imagine you are not having that option right now. But anyways, you cannot use that on in-memory data structure.
Mm-hmm.
So in-memory, what would you use?
In memory, we can save by using the dictionary, the keys. We can save as table will also support it. In memory. Can we go with the database and save the data into the database and using the like statement? Can we get it like that? Whatever the values into the table as the key or words into the table, and get it the values by using the like keyword and display it. Only we have to use the in memory.
Right. Because if you go to a database,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you will your response time will be good for this?
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the database and use the like,
Mm-hmm.
your query will be very expensive. Your response time might drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm suggesting you to not use database, use in-memory.
Okay. I think the dictionary will support, but I need to check why it is. It will not support, as you said, right? I need to cross check.
Okay, all right. Let's move towards the next phase. We'll have a small coding challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll share the question in chat. You could paste it in Notepad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the question, and I'll put the link codebunk.com. You can go there and share your. So you can go through this question. let me know if you have any questions for me. And before implementing, let's discuss the approach.
Okay. Let me give an array at given number and integer type. Input number 2 is 711, target is 9, output is 0 1. Each input has a constant for example to 7 11 15 target 9. Do you want me to share screen? I am analyzing the question here. Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I am analyzing the question. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Imagine which input will have exactly one solution, and then what is the sum element twice. Generate an answer in order. We have two examples, right? And 2 7 9 2 7 11 15 target 9 output 0. Constant to place number. Okay. Example 1 example 2. Okay. 2 plus 7 9. 3 plus 2 plus 4 6. 3 plus 3 6. Output constant 2 less than equal to number length. Okay. Yeah, what I understood here, I have an integer array, and I have an array. I have a target value, and it has to be check with the target value to the sum of the any of the two numbers. It has to be equivalent. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And we need to display as an index of whatever the array values here.
Right.
Okay, that is what this one stating that, and the target value is an input and integer as an input. It has to be loop it. But here the condition is you can algorithms 0.n2 time complexity. Okay, that is one constraint. Only one valid answer exit. Okay, if we can loop it 9, we can loop it 0 to 10. We can array output array, and okay. Can you give me 1 minute? I'm getting another call from my home. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Here, yeah. Do you want me to write a code here for this one?
No. Can you explain me the logic?
Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Let me know once you are able to see it.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah. Here, the input. I have a one method which is having an input of array and integer, the target number. What it is doing is it has to do the some the logic, and it has to in the input array it has to validate the sum of the values, sum of the two numbers, at least sum of the two numbers as part of the constraint we have given here, right? It has to be the sum of two numbers. It has to match to the target, and we need to return in terms of whatever the index of the array. We have to return an array of the index of the positions, which is mapping, which is the sum of the two numbers are mapping to the target number.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how will you do that?
Yeah, here I can write a one function in terms of function which will take an input of array. I am giving the pseudo code array input.
No, hold on. Just don't even write the pseudocode. You can tell me the logic. So
Okay.
you are at number 2. What will be your next step?
Yeah. For number 2, it will try to check 2 is equal. Like I have a loop. I have to use the looping. It has to start from with the 0. I need to get that nums of 0 is equivalent to target value. Okay, it's not a target value, and it is trying to loop it, and it is trying to save that previous value, because of it has to be saved that sum of two numbers, right? The previous value and the compare value equal to previous value plus current value, and the previous value 2, current value is 7. 2 plus 7 equal to 9. It is matching, and we have to return, and we have to bind.
So what is 7 is the last element?
Yeah, the 7 in terms of the last element, we have to be loop it. Otherwise, what we have to do is we have to sort that array before performing an operation. We have to sort an array, and we will try to loop it. Then we will get that the result. Otherwise, we have to loop it till it has to go to the till end of the element, and it has to be ignore the previous values.
If you sort, will your index be maintained?
Yeah, the index won't maintain.
You need to maintain the index.
Index also. Yeah. Okay. That.
Yes, because you have to return the index, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, the constraint, I don't see that we have to do the same index. Okay. Yeah. To do the index, let's say, take an input of 2, 11, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3. The output is 0, 0 plus 0 comma 3. It has to be their output. And if it is a 2, and yeah, we need to check another condition. If we add this one, the value should not be greater than the target value. Then only we need to replace that exist in the previous value. Otherwise, we need to keep as a old value as in current first element in a output array. The sum of the two numbers should not greater than that target value. Then only if it is greater than, we can try to increment that value and try to check that next value. 2 plus 15, 17. It is a greater than, and again it has to be it has to be ignore the current value. It has to be save into the first value, and it is trying to check it, and it will try to display the 0.3.
What if there was a 6 after 15? 6 plus 2 is 8. What will you do in that case? Before 7, if there was a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen at that point?
6 plus 2. 6
how will your algorithm work?
Correct. Our algorithm, we need to modify here this case. This case, we have to modify the target value 9. 2 plus 6 plus 2, 8. I think we need to consider the next value also. I think so. 0 plus 3. Yeah, 0 plus 4 is the solution. 2, 11, 15, 16, 17. Now we can do it 0.1. 6 plus 3, 13. Okay, this is the previous value, current value plus 13. We can ignore, we have to ignore it. 2 plus 13, 11 plus 15, 15 plus 21, 6 plus 7, 13. Okay. I think we have here we have to check that these two values, sum of the two values, 13. 11 plus 2, 13. 13 is greater than 9. I need to ignore the 11, and 11 plus 15, 25 is greater than 9. Ignore 15, and 15 plus 6, 21. Ignore 9. Ignore like 15. 6 plus 7, 13. Greater than 9. Ignore it. Like that, we can take as 2 plus 7 as a 9 here.
What if all the numbers are less than 9?
All the numbers less than 9. Okay, can I have that input? For example,
yeah, just take 2, 3, 4, 5.
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9. Here we have first round 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 9. Here we will get 0, 1, 2. It is matching. And it is not greater than, right? It is 2, 3, 4. We will get it here.
You will only have 2. You have to take 2 values as the output.
Okay.
Not 3.
Not 3. Here the value is 4, 5. Our algorithm needs to be modified. 2 plus 3, 4 plus 5 equal to 9 target. Let me think about 2 plus 3, 5. No. 3 plus 4, 7. No. 4 plus 5, yes, 5 plus 6, 11. Okay. Here the sum of two numbers 2 plus 3, 5 is less than 9, and it has to be ignored. 3 plus 4, 7, it is less than here we are checking as greater than condition. Here we are checking less than condition, but it has to be satisfied only one algorithm, right? Your question. We have to implement one algorithm to satisfy all the condition.
Yes.
Okay. Here we are considering less than, here we are considering greater than, target 2 plus 3, 5, not equal to 9, 3 plus 4, not equal to 9, 4 plus 5 equal to 9. Okay. For example, this is here also to less than target. Target I think is 2 plus 3 5 target. Still 2 plus 4 this. This is 1 plus 2 plus 7 9. Another two numbers. Here we can take it as 2 plus 11 greater than. This is less than, this is greater than. We have to consider the less than, greater than. Yeah, I need some time here.